So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for the invite to talk at what promises to be such an inspiring already. It's so inspiring seeing some of the technologies that we've seen and also thought-provoking event today. And I'm honoured, I suppose, to represent the manufacturing industry, but also the multi-award-winning Siemens digital factory just down the road in Congleton. So our factory produces drives or inverters which help our customers control the motors that provide power to the pumps that will provide water to our taps. Also, they'll handle our luggage when we put our bag in a baggage carousel around Manchester Airport or an airport. And then also when we go and order a sandwich or a panini from Subway, the fans that heat them up as well. So massive range of applications. As training and development manager, I reckon I have the best job on site because I'm the one that's got to prepare our people, the 450 people who work at the factory down the road, for what's going to be a really exciting digital future. So, so incredibly excited to talk. I've completely lost my train of thought, but which is great. But no, when I think about digital and manufacturing, you know, I talk about that in an exciting time. Exciting and manufacturing of late are two words that would not go together in the same sentence. Thank you. It's you know, we've heard about outsourcing manufacturing to low-cost economies. Oh yeah, that's our factory just there, and that's also some applications that you see. But yeah, we hear about outsourcing our manufacturing to low-cost economies. We're not particularly fashionable. We don't have pool tables and free breakfasts and stuff on the shop floor like the tech industry. But and also, we've not even started to talk about Brexit. We won't even go there. Well, I won't. But yeah, there is a silver lining really, because I don't know if anyone's aware, but we're currently living through an industrial revolution, one of four. And what's really, really cool about industrial revolutions is that they are characterized by massive increases in the standard of living of what we of our environment. That's not just for us, that's also for future generations. So when I talk about manufacturing, I'm also thinking my kids are going to benefit from the work that we're doing when we talk about digital and this fourth revolution. So let's reflect a little bit. So looking back on the late 1700s, and obviously we see using water and steam power to kind of disrupt the cottage industry, but also make textiles available to a massive sort of customer base. One revolution. We then have Henry Ford doing the production line, again making that automotive industry available to a whole new set of customers. That's productivity. That's improving our standard of living. And we see that in the late 1800s. Third revolution, driven by computers, PLCs, or programmable logical controllers, making our machinery far more intelligent, doing far more intricate tasks. But since then, we've seen a kind of a slowdown in the growth or a reduction in the growth, really, in the economic growth. So we've seen massive innovations. Don't get me wrong. We've seen the internet. We've seen how we go about, I think we talked about it just a minute ago, how we go about, we don't book taxis anymore, we hail lift shares. We don't go to, we talked about Marks and Spencer's, we don't go to HMV or order books from Waterstones, we download them, we just stream music. So we've seen massive innovations, but those innovations as of yet haven't really revolutionized how we live. We're still seeing that reduction in growth or an economic growth. So what we're expecting to see in the very near future, and it's for those who are kind of going to embrace it, is this combination of these digital skills and this tech industry to come together and really disrupt how manufacturers can produce. And it's this digitalization that Siemens is calling it that we're really excited by, because that's going to sort of access an increase in 30%, we reckon 30% productivity improvement. When we improve productivity, we improve economic growth. We improve economic growth, we see increase in employment. When we see increase in employment, we see better standard of living for our people and for our kids as well. So what are we doing? I saw over there we have virtual reality. I'm going to kick off with the first one. At Congleton, that's our VR cave. So it's really, really cool to see examples here of virtual reality, but also just to it resonates because we're actually living and breathing that. We're doing that. We're creating, you can see the simulation below, we're creating a digital twin of our manufacturing environment because it's really expensive, right? It's really expensive to make any changes to our shop floor in the physical world. So we're doing that in a virtual environment. We've got the virtual headsets. We've got an app you can download from the App Store as well if anyone's interested, come and talk to me. But we're doing that because that's going to let us try new manufacturing concepts and be so much more agile to respond to our customers' increasing demand that we're going to be able to do things far quicker. We've got on the top, as you look at it right, we've got Hugh working with a collaborative robot. These robots are going to work alongside people. That's a massive disruptive step, making them 20% more efficient, giving us the ability for customers to ask for customized products, the same cost position, the same quality level, but also the same, more importantly, the same delivery time that we're able to do a standard product now. Programming these robots to do non-repetitive tasks is going to be a massive disruptive step. Underneath, we've got, we talk about data a lot, in cloud storage, we use the example of Google helping, we put our trust in Google to help us find this location. Why can't we use that data that we produce, we're not even aware that we're producing it, to help us make better decisions? Why can't we look at what the weather is in China and simulate our products working in an airport in China, marry all that data up again to make us far more productive, reduce downtime from our machines, align our supply chain to allow us to be far more agile. It's those innovations that are really going to help cement our future as a manufacturing site. It's going to, not only that, it's going to lead to this revolution, it's going to increase all of our standard of living. And yeah, it really is going to change everything. So it's hugely exciting to be here today to see some of the ideas, because these are the ideas that are kind of inspiring us as manufacturers to think, we need to sort ourselves out. We need to change that image of manufacturing because it is such an exciting time. We're creating that future that's going to, it's going to give us better standard of living for our kids. And it's through embracing these technologies, these ideas, the creative thought that's really going to keep us here. So I'm going to do a little bit in the creative sort of breakout session as well at the end. And if you've got any questions for afterwards as well, please come and find me. I'm very passionate about it and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.